few years ago, I got tired of trading my time for money, so I did something different. I started buying assets, not to flip them, not to sell them, but to collect a check from them every single month. Today, 7 of those assets pay me whether I show up or not, whether I am working, on vacation, or fast asleep. I am going to show you all 7, and asset number 7 pays me the most for doing the least. Now, let me tell you how I got here. I'm a board-certified attorney, and for years I did exactly what everyone told me to do. Work hard, earn a paycheck, save some for retirement using a 401k account. But no matter how much I earned, my time was never really mine. The second I stopped working, the money stopped too. Then I noticed something about my wealthiest clients. They did not work more hours than me. They just owned things that paid them. So I stopped guessing and started copying exactly what they did. Today, these assets pay me more than my job ever did, and I'm going to hand you the same 7 I used. So here is what is coming. We start with the asset that mails me rent every month, then the stocks that pay me just for holding them. We cover a way to own real estate without touching a single tenant, and how I became the bank and collect interest instead of paying it. Then it gets interesting. I will show you the boring business that quietly cuts me a check. Stick around for asset 7, because that one keeps paying long after the work is done. But first, one idea that changed everything for me. Most people chase net worth, a big number on a screen that they cannot actually spend. I stopped chasing that. Instead, I started chasing cash flow, money that shows up every month on its own, because net worth looks nice. But cash flow is what actually pays your bills and buys your freedom. All right, let me show you the first asset. The first asset is rental real estate. This is the one most people already know about, but here's why I started here. Every month, the tenant pays the rent. That rent covers the mortgage, the taxes, and the upkeep, and what is left over lands in my account. A property manager handles the day-to-day, so I am not trading hours for it. Here's what that looks like with real numbers. Say a rental brings in $2,000 a month in rent. After the mortgage and expenses, you might keep $300 to $500 of that. That is cash flow every month while the loan gets paid down for you. And you can start with a single property and a down payment. The second asset is dividend stocks. When you own the right shares, the company pays you just for holding them. You don't have to sell anything, and you don't have to time the market. You just own it, and the payments roll in. Here's what that looks like with real numbers. A solid dividend fund might pay you 3 to 5% a year, and some funds are built to pay you a little every single month. The best part, you can start with almost nothing. Even a few $100s buys your first shares. I reinvest most of mine to make the next check bigger. The third asset is a REIT. That stands for a real estate investment trust. Think of it as owning real estate without being a landlord. You buy shares and a company owns the buildings for you. Apartments, warehouses, even cell towers. By law, they have to pay most of their profits back to you. So you collect the income without fixing a single toilet. And you don't need to be rich to own one. A single share can cost less than $100, yet many REITs pay you 4 to 6% a year just to hold them. The fourth asset is private lending. This is where it really clicked for me. Most people spend their whole life paying interest to the bank. I decided to become the bank. Let me show you exactly what this looks like in my world. I lend to house flippers who need money fast to fund a project. Depending on their experience in the deal, I charge between 10 and 15% interest. And they pay that interest to me every single month. On top of that, they pay points up front, usually 2 to 4% of the loan. So on a $100,000 loan, that is $2,000 to $4,000 just to get started. Every loan is secured by the property itself, and I never lend more than about 75% of what the home will be worth fixed up. So if the borrower ever walks away, the property more than covers me. That is how you earn like a bank, with the safety of real estate behind you. The fifth asset is a boring business, and this one is my favorite. I am not talking about a flashy startup. I am talking about the businesses nobody brags about. A laundromat, a car wash, a vending route. Take a simple laundromat as an example. A good one can profit a few $1,000s a month. I buy one that is already up and running. Then I put the right person in place to operate it. And I collect the profit every month. And if you don't have much to start, a vending route can begin for just a few $1,000s. Buy the business already working instead of building one from scratch. Then hire someone to manage and run it. The sixth asset is the safest one on this whole list. It is simply your cash actually working. Most people let their savings sit and earn nothing. I keep mine in high-yield accounts and short-term treasuries. These are basically loans to the government that pay you back with interest. Right now, safe accounts like these can pay around 4 to 5%. Park $10,000 and that is roughly $40 a month for doing nothing. Rates do change over time, but the idea stays the same. Your cash should never just sit there earning zero. And that brings us to asset number 7. The one I promised pays the most for the least. Royalties and digital assets. This is money you earn once and then get paid for again and again. It could be a course you built one time, a piece of content that keeps earning, or the rights to something people keep paying to use. And you do not need money to start this one, just time and skill. You build it once, maybe over a weekend, and it can keep paying you for years. Long after the work is finished, that is the closest thing there is to getting paid while you sleep. So look back at all 7. Rent, dividends, REITs, lending, a business, cash, and royalties. They all share one thing. You buy the asset once, and it pays you again and again. That is the real difference between the rich and everyone else. Most people own things that cost them money every month. The wealthy own things that pay them every month. Flip that one habit and everything changes. Before I show you where to start, let me thank the sponsor of this video. Look, you already know how overwhelming an out-of-control inbox feels. With all the emails we get every single day, SaneBox fixes that. It lets you train your inbox to sort your emails for you, saving you real-time every day. It is an AI-powered email tool that learns which emails actually matter, and it quietly moves everything else out of your way, so your inbox only shows you what needs your attention right now. No more digging through promotional noise. Just to find the one message you actually needed. It works with whatever email you already use. Gmail, Outlook, Apple Mail, and it sets up in just a few minutes. There's a link in the description for a free trial, so our viewers can try it out for yourself without spending a cent. All right, now let us get back to it. Now, building this income is only half of the game. The other half is keeping it. Because the more these assets pay you, the more the taxman wants. But I followed the rich people and learned what they do to keep more of their money and avoid taxes. So I made a video on the 7 assets that let me legally pay almost no tax. It is called I Bought 7 Income Assets and Legally Stopped Paying Taxes. Click it right now, and I will show you how to keep every dollar you just built. And if you want the attorney's view on building real wealth, subscribe. Because nobody teaches you how to make your money work this hard, so I will.